Now, today, the big story is... Now, I know this ain't what we typically do this early in the show. This ain't normally what we do. I'm going to go ahead and confess to that right now. But word on the street is Carmelo Anthony got a stripper pregnant. Allegedly. You heard me right, man. You heard me right. Word on the street is Carmelo got a stripper, and I did say stripper with a C. Carmelo Anthony allegedly got a stripper pregnant. That's right. Carmelo Anthony was messing around with a woman who now claims she's pregnant with his baby. TMZ is reporting Lala is pissed off to the highest of festivity. Multiple sources tell TMZ that the other woman often works at a gentleman's club in New York City. In other words, a strip club. And they're told that she's claiming to be 6.5 months pregnant. And the baby is Carmelo's. TMZ was also told that she has made it clear to Melo she expects him to kick in for medical expenses and other baby-related costs. And, oh, yeah, probably about half his money at some point. Oh! Got to be more careful. Sources close to both Melo and Lala are telling TMZ that the marriage has been rocky for a while. While the pregnancy wasn't the tipping point and certainly didn't help, so far neither side has filed divorce papers, but we're told, TMZ is told, that virtually zero chance of reconciliation. When I heard this story, man, yesterday it came out that they were separated. I think we talked about that we mentioned that real quickly yesterday. But when I heard the story yesterday, I was like, damn. For some reason, man, whenever I think about Lala, I think about her character on Power. It's kind of like that go-get-it girl. She got much game. And I was like, damn, Carmelo, this ain't looking good for you, man. You and your old lady split up. She about to get like $5 billion like Janet Jackson. And then the day you add this into the equation, you sprinkle this onto it, that he got a stripper pregnant. All I could think about, is my cousin John used to say. He used to say it all the time for many different occasions. The only thing I could think of was my cousin John saying, got to be more careful. Oh, man. You always think now in relative terms, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, you can call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. In relative terms, Carmelo Anthony has it good, okay? He does. I mean, what? The man probably got liquid, I don't know, $150 million in the bank, because he signed, I think, $200+ million contracts. I may be wrong about that. Let's just say on the low end, Carmelo Anthony got $80 million cash in the bank. So at the end of the day, he's still winning, right? But if you look at Carmelo Anthony over the last couple of months, maybe over the last 2 years, ever since he's been in New York and ever since Phil Jackson got there, he's trying to be run out of New York City by the GM and Phil Jackson. The GM is talking trash about him in the newspapers in New York City every day. He's clearly lost 2, 3, or 4 steps in his game. He's clearly lost a couple of steps in his game. And now you add this on top. His beautiful wife, Lala, is separated. Him and his beautiful wife, Lala, are separated. She up on TV naked on Power. Right. That was already a problem. A couple of years ago, Kevin Garnett talked about how Lala Nucci tastes. Right. A grown-ass man, a former player in the NBA, talked about how Lala's Nutsi tastes. How did he find that out? And then now you add this to the equation. Separated from this beautiful Lala. And not only that, a married man's worst fear. He got a stripper pregnant. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to add this part to it. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan. I forgot to add this part to it. I should have said this very first thing. This should have been the first thing. The New York Knicks suck ass. They are horrible. Now, listen, this is alleged, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. All of this is alleged. Hopefully this isn't true. Hopefully it's a big misunderstanding. But y'all pray for Carmelo Anthony, all right? Please pray for that man. Y'all please pray for Carmelo. And now listen, I know a lot of y'all like, damn, Doug, you hating on Carmelo, this, that, and the other. But that's what I do, is I hate on New York Knicks things. That's what I do. That's what I do. I hate on the New York Knicks. I hate on everything that has to do with the New York Knicks. So this is not out of the normal. I mean, this is what I do, okay? The worse that the story is for the New York Knicks, man, I'm happy. I'm not happy that this man allegedly got a side chick. Not only that, a stripper pregnant. I'm not happy about that. It's just very interesting, man. And, man, got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. Can you imagine telling your teammates, you listen to the Doug Stewart Show, can you imagine the conversation between Carmelo Anthony and, I don't know, Kristaps Porzingis? Hey, yo, Kristaps, what is up, Carmelo? Yo, man, you remember that chick that we met at that strip club over there on 57th and 12th Avenue a couple of weeks ago? Yes, I do, with the fat doo-doo maker. Well, man, this chick telling me that she's pregnant. What? You got a stripper pregnant? Remember, this is Kristaps Porzingis talking. You got a stripper pregnant? Nigga, you have to be more careful. All right, I'm done. You got to be more careful. You have to be more careful, man. Golly. All I see is half my money. All I see is prenuptial agreements that I wish that I have signed, and I haven't even done that research yet to see if he got a prenuptial agreement or whatever. Now, Lala got a couple of dollars herself, I guess. She used to host, like, MTV Raps or BET hip-hop show or whatever. She used to do that, so she got a couple of dollars. But she ain't got Carmelo Anthony money. She ain't got Carmelo Anthony money. So all I think about, man, in the last couple of days is Janet Jackson getting $500 million and Carmelo Anthony getting a stripper pregnant and not having a prenuptial agreement. Got to be more careful. Hey, why didn't you wear rubber? You've never had the snip. Why wouldn't you wear rubber, you dummy? He can barely talk English good, but he knows dummy and he knows rubber. Why wouldn't you wear rubber, you big dummy? Puts on a little Fred Sanford voice or whatnot. Oh, man. All right, so I don't know, man. You know what I'm going to start doing around here, man? You listen to the Doug Stewart Show. So the first segment, I'm going to use the first segment to talk about, like, one of the top trending things. And this was, like, the top trending thing in Black America on some poll I found online. So people are talking about this. All of the FM radio stations are talking about it, whatever. So I think that's what I'm going to lead with. Whether it's sports or not, and a lot of times it will be sports because a lot of big, interesting stories do come out of the sports world that we can kind of just throw out there. But from now on, what I plan to do, whatever the big story is that y'all talking about at the water cooler, and we always say this, so this is perfect. Whatever the big story you're talking about at the water cooler, under the shade tree, in the barbershop, whether it's sports or not, sports or beyond, we'll try to mention that in the very first segment of the Doug Stewart Show, henceforth going forward. How about that? Yeah, nigga, you got to be more careful. Damn! All I see is half. And like I said, Lala strikes me as one of those go-get-it girls. Like she got a little game in her. I mean, that's just my observation, you know. Half, ninja. Half your money. Oh, boy. All right. When we get back from the break, man, on this Tribute Tuesday, Wu-Tang stuff. All right? Wu-Tang music all day long. As well as we'll get into this Spurs game from last night, man. David Fizdale, head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, former Atlanta Hawks assistant coach. Fizdale been an assistant forever. Like, I think I remember seeing David Fizdale on the bench in 1973. Yeah. David Fizdale, head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, man, ain't happy, and I agree with him. We'll talk about it when we get back. Up next on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes.
For the ladies. She said, love, she'll got me. She fell in love with that dirty mind. Swear love never paid the bill. Got a gun to check if you want to. Love, yeah. Last friend gon' rub, man. She fell in love with that dirty mind. So the other when they hate, don't play. Girl, put it in my face. You control what you make. I love it when they hate, don't play. Girl, put it in my face, Pick it up. All this money on the floor, gon' get it up. You don't know who made what, better spit it up. She like a nigga, get it to get rid of them. I hate to be the one to make you work. All that cake out, order what you serve. You too perfect, baby, what you perfect, baby. She said never hurt, keep the money first. I had bigger than Dr. King drink. Me, you the join the dream team. I know they hate you cause you never local. Girl, they barely know that you like doing yoga. Keep it focused, trying to stay low. You don't want money, then tell me what's your motive. She throw it at me like it's free. Said it ain't okay to be cheap. Baby, it's your day of the week. You better work it like you're trying to get keys to that new lease, buy that new weed. Yeah, the beep in that Jeep. She ain't independent, I mean, she don't need down there of the week. Put your clock out, smoke one. Put her back in the mood and want some more day. She said, love, she'll got me. She done fell in love with that dirty mind. Swear love never paid the bill. Got a gun to check if you want to. Love, yeah. Last friend gon' rob me, man. She done fell in love with that dirty mind. So the other when they hate, don't play. Girl, put it in my face. You control what you make. Said I love it when they hate, don't play. Girl, put it in my face, yeah. You control what you make. Bust wide open like kick dough. How the Fed did, Bill Melvin did. Booty move like water bed. I put my order in, I need both of them. Make it bounce like a bad chick. I'm the one that made me rich. She know I can get her paid. I mean, no more contact to Section 8. She you say Lord, next day money. More flip, let's spread. She found out it ain't no money in the bed. More check, let's set. She don't love nothing but a trap spot. Say she dance on like a mascot. Took a couple losses, but she still ballin'. She move. Tied like a dog, she work more than she fold. Bad bitch.